Hey YouTube, what's up? Big Z here. Big Z hosting Cashcity Picks Week 9 edition for the NFL. We went 2-2 last week. Alright, it was a humble week. We got lucky though. We put our big money on Jacksonville and we got some on Dallas to get us what we needed. Even though we went 2-2, it was good to know that Dallas and Jacksonville paid off. And now here we are at Week 9. And after pouring through all the information that we have at hand, for the first game we are looking at, we see an opportunity. Washington at New England. New England is favored by 2.5 points. New England has been playing relatively well at home, especially with that good showing against Buffalo. It was a good victory. They seem to have the strength and the motivation at home. Let's go ahead and put half a unit, New England, to cover 2.5 points. Let's get to Cash City. Here we go. For our second selection, we are going to be looking at the opportunity offered to us by Chicago at New Orleans. New Orleans is favored by 10.5 points. I think that is a 10-point game for Carr and company. He's got his wide receivers, Olave and Shaheed, doing what they do best. I think Chicago and that horrendous defense is going to have a hard time covering the pass. Backup for Chicago, Bagent, I don't think he has what it takes to be on the road versus a well-playing Saints team at home. They are solid, especially when they just came off a win versus the Colts last week. They are good to cover 9.5 points. They will win by 10 or 14 points versus the Chicago Bears. Go ahead and take New Orleans. We think that 9.5 points is an easy cover. Go ahead and take half a unit, New Orleans, to win the game and get us to Cash City. Now, for our third pick, we are looking at Indiana versus Carolina. Yes, Carolina had a victory last week, coming off their bye. Even though they were successful against Houston, I think Houston slept on them. We have to face the facts. Indianapolis is favored by 2.5 points, so it is anybody's game. Given that Anthony Richardson is coming back, we are looking to get good numbers from his return versus the Carolina defense. And so it is time to accept that fact. Anthony Richardson, we are trusting in his talent. We are trusting in his game. His offensive production will take us to Cash City. Let's go ahead and take Indianapolis Colts minus 2.5 points. They will cover that and take us to Cash City. Yes, sir. Let's go. Now, for our fourth and final pick, this is the only big money, all in, Big Z Cash City pick. All in, we are looking at Dallas at Pittsburgh. How is that spread only 3 points? I don't believe it. Philly is at home. I understand that Dallas is coming off 2 victories, but they have not faced an offensive potential and a defensive strength that is Philadelphia. Look for the truth. Look for Jalen Hurts to control that game. It is a division game. I usually don't like to touch these, but we need to realize what actually is going to happen. Hurts and company, especially the way they've been playing. I say 2 weeks ago they handled Miami. They are going to expose Dallas for the offense that they are, especially with Philadelphia being at home. Look, Philadelphia to cover. Minus 3 points, high confidence, no problem. Let's put one whole unit, if not more, on the Eagles to handle the Cowboys. Given what we got, seeing what we see, this is going to be the payout for the weekend. So let's go. Philadelphia Eagles, all in, big cash money. Take us to Cash City where we can pay the man. Let's go.